Thank you for joining me. Emenike, my man, Alpha. Thank you so much for joining me on this early morning here in Asia from Radio Biafra, IPOB Asia, where we discuss and we look at events and updates concerning our own homeland, where we come from. So I'm happy to have you here with me to see what is going on, what are the updates. And the first thing I want us to look at is the military siege in our own villages in different parts of Biafra land now. Like a few days ago, a few days ago, if I should say, there has been military occupation, the Nigerian soldiers, you know, since the Nigerian military, they have recruited lots of terrorists, Boko Haram members, which the government call repentant Boko Haram. So they recruited them into the army and they sent them to Biafra land. Let me get the information because it was sent a few minutes ago. Okay, yes, as I was saying, you are welcome once again. This is still IPOB Asia. Biafrans living in Asia. We are looking at some of the events that is happening in our various communities in Biafra land. The Nigerian military, after recruiting Boko Haram into the army, they call them repentant Boko Haram because it is the policy of the government to recruit these people, and some of them are released into the society. Some of them are released to the governors of the various northern states where these terrorists have been operating, killing a lot of people. Now, after recruiting these people into the Nigerian army, they now send them to our land, in Biafra land, to come and kill, to come and destroy our communities. You see, our land is already underdeveloped. There are no infrastructures. Even the houses, the homes that they are burning down are not even new buildings, you see. So these things are ongoing in our own land because there are those people who are enabling them, those people that are seeking for political appointments those that are seeking for political offices, those that want to go into the Nigerian politics to go and steal, to go and dilute, to go and enrich themselves. Not that they have good intention for our people, because in Nigeria, we have been in Nigeria for 60 years and plus, and we cannot even boast of uninterrupted electricity generation. And the electricity is not a rocket science, you know. So all these things are the things that we have been seeing in our land, and we don't want it to continue, because it has never helped any of us. Rather, it has depleted our talents and has sent a lot of our youth to their early graves. So these are the reasons why the indigenous people of Biafra, we are agitating to be free for self-determination. So now, if you see the imbalances, both in political appointments for those who are seeking for it, and the application of laws, a different law is applied to us from the south, and a different one is applied to those who are from the north. And these people from the north are basically terrorists, people who have fundamental ideas which they want to implement in Nigeria, and they have their collaborators within our own land who enable them, who give them all they want, because they are after their selfish interests for money and material things. Our land today is under occupation. AMANGWU is under occupation. It was Izombe a few days ago, and also in so many other places. And if we sit down and look the other way, while AMANGWU is boiling, tomorrow it may become another community. So that is the reason why we must not sit down and watch these murderous Fulani recruited terrorists come and destroy our land, because they have their agenda. Their agenda is to occupy our ancestral land and take over whatever that belongs to us, because we do not have control over our own destiny. Because in our land today, all the resources, all the oil exploration that is ongoing, they have destroyed our ecosystem. Our aquatic animals have been destroyed by oil spill and oil exploration and exploitation, which our people, we do not have anything to benefit from it. Our land has been left in ruins. We don't have anything to show for what they are destroying in our land. So that is the reason why we, the indigenous people of Biafra all over the world, we are not sleeping. We are not happy about the nature of things, because we were yoked into a system that was created never to work for the indigenous people that lives there. If you remember that Nigeria was created by the British after having conquered the indigenous people that have lived on the land for thousands of years. So this is the thing that we are trying to raise the consciousness of our people, for us to understand what is to come and what is happening and what we must do if only we want to save the future of our unborn. They have sent the terrorists into our lands to go and kill, to go and destroy, to go and displace our people. What are we doing to stop all these things? What are we doing to save our people? What are we doing to see that this injustice that is being meted to our people stops? Since 1970, we have been subjugated. Our money was taken away from us. Our buildings was shared to people. And since then, we become a pariah. You know, we become less than 10 class citizen. So these are the things that is happening. The terrorists are killing in the north. They have occupied many communities. They are going from place to place, killing people. But the army is not declaring any operation there. You can never see the military destroying and burning communities where the Fulanis who have been terrorizing the Nigerian people. You will not see the military declare and destroy the villages and communities the way they are doing in our own land. unprovoked. There is no reason for that, because I was listening to a report from a brother who is in that village in AMANGWU, OHAFIA. He gave the report. What happened? That these military people, they came and they occupied the community, that they want to see the youth. Why do you want to see the youth? You know? So all these things are happening before our own very eyes. We are being intimidated. We are being killed. We are being incarcerated unlawfully. There has been extrajudicial killings ongoing against our people. Go to the prisons, go to the police station. You see our people everywhere being incarcerated. Why? What have we done? What have we done? The Fulanis, the terrorists, they are in the bush. They come out, they kidnap a lot of people, they demand ransom. They are paid, they are pampered. The government never considered to tag them terrorists. They have their negotiator, Gumi, who is going from place to place, going from bush to bush, meeting these terrorists in the bush. These terrorists who are sophisticated to the teeth. These terrorists that has shot down the military jet. These terrorists that has invaded the Nigerian Defense Academy. And all these things are played down. These terrorists, few days ago, they went to Sokoto market. They killed more than 40 people. This killing is ongoing in the north every day. But the government will come and tell the media to give it a soft landing. I read on the news where they were cautioning the media to stop writing rising insecurity. They blackmail you, they will cajole you, they will bribe you, they will kill you. And some people want us to continue to be in this system. People want us to continue to vote. People are still canvassing, telling people that they are going to build roads. This same an analogy that they have been saying since since I started seeing people campaigning for elections. It's only road, electricity, water, this. But at the end of the road, at the end of the day, as everybody is crying today that this year is very bad, the people are crying, there is hunger, there is killing. The next year will be worse than this year, because Nigeria, no matter whoever that you put there, even if you are a brilliant person outside and abroad doing very well, when you come back to Nigeria to take up the position of leadership, you become a foolish person overnight, because you cannot achieve anything, because the system is fraud. The system was not even formulated to be productive or to be beneficial to our people. The only thing that we get from this union that is called Nigeria is the death of our people. We continue to bury our young ones. We continue to see our people in jail. You see that the law that is applicable to our people is a different law that is applicable to people from the other side. Our children want to enter into a school to study in a national school. He will be required to score 139 points, whereas someone from somewhere else is required to score only 4 and 10 or 7. And at the end, these people, they will become members of the National Assembly. You see? These are the things that we are facing. This is the thing that we want to change so that our people will live a new life. How can you be in a country whereby you are not treated equally? How can you be in a country whereby when you protest, you are killed? How can you be in a country whereby you don't have equity and justice? Because without justice, there will be no peace. In Nigeria, the problem of Nigeria is justice. There is no justice. people commit crimes with impunity. Since 1960 to date, people killed more than 5 million people. And today they are presidents. And today they are walking the streets. So these are the things that we have seen that have been propelling the agitation for people to have a say in the affairs of their own lives and the affairs of the future of their generation. So that is what we are saying. We have seen the governors, we have allowed them for all these years to see if there is anything they could get out of this union. But it is practically impossible to get anything out of the union, because the people that were yoked together with us, they don't even want our progress. They don't want us to be alive. They want us to be dead so that they will occupy our land. That is the truth, because their main intent is to complete the conquest that has started in 1804. So that is the reason why the government is bringing in terrorists into the army to support them because the population of the Fulanese is less than 5%. So in order to subdue the population, the indigenous population in Nigeria, they need external forces. That is the reason you see the government supporting and giving soft landing to these terrorists that are killing people. So that is what we are saying today, because we just want to look at some of these things that happened, and we will know the indigenous people of Biafra has also given out a press release, and this press release is what I want to read for us to see. After the thing, then we'll look at other topical issues. The press release is on the October 28, 2021. Press release by indigenous people of Biafra, and it titled, "We are focused on the unconditional freedom of our leader and the freedom of the Biafran people, and not Anambra election," IPOB have said. The global movement and family of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, ably led by our great and indefatigable leader, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, wish to clarify that contrary to speculations and blackmail, IPOB has never made any official statement or called for the boycott of Anambra State gubernatorial election coming on 6th of November 2021. It will therefore be wrong for people to speculate or peddle falsehood against us when there is no basis for such. For the sake of clarity, what we said was that the entire Biafra land would be locked down from November the 5th to November the 10th, 2021, if by November 4th, the federal government fails to release our leader, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, unconditionally. Our position has nothing to do with Anambra election. All we need is the release of our leader, who committed no crime, to be held perpetually in custody. We have gathered through intelligence the plot by Nigerian government to keep our leader in detention perpetually through frivolous court adjournments. Politicians must leave IPOB out of their predicaments. They should stop dragging IPOB into their election. We knew their evil plans when they were killing their fellow politicians and blaming it on IPOB. They should leave us alone. Using social media to link IPOB to Anambra election shows most of them are not informed about plots by Nigerian government and her security operatives to hijack this election and give it to whom they fear to perfect establishment of Ruga in Anambra State. But that won't work for them because IPOB is ahead of their game plan. We urge media houses to be objective in their reportage and cross-check their facts. IPOB has never at any time called for boycott of Anambra election. Media houses should stop publishing lies against us. Comrade Emma Powerful, IPOB Media and Publicity Secretary. So, that is to make a clarification because, you know, this Nigerian state, they have been doing everything to see that they rope in IPOB into violence. Because from record, we all know that IPOB is a peaceful movement that has a sole objective of restoring Biafra to her sovereignty. So because of that, we are a peaceful movement. We have never committed any crime because from record, there has never been any court of law wherever that has convicted any IPOB family member of any crime. So because of that record, the Nigerian government have a very big problem to convince anyone that these people are a terrorist movement or a terrorist organization. So they started to plan, they started to blackmail, to commit crime using the Nigerian DSS, the Nigerian police, because you know, these Fulani, they are in command of every security operation that goes on in Nigeria. So all those people you see, Fulani herdsmen, where are they today? You don't see them again. They have been placed to the position where they will work. Some are in the customs, some are in the police, some are in the military. They have been positioned. Everyone has taken up their positions. So most of them are these people that are used as unknown gunmen to go and kill. If you check what happened in Oyo State the other day during the prison break, there is this report that they broke the prison. It was the Fulanis that broke the prison with explosives in order to release their leader that was held there. And that is the truth. So the Nigerians said they have been mechanizing to see that they penetrate into IPOB by making it go violence in order to have evidence to convict our leader. But it has been impossible. That is the reason why what happened the other day in Njaba, in Imo State, whereby the traditional rulers were killed. Those traditional rulers that were killed, immediately they were killed, the police started to exonerate themselves. So while they were exonerating themselves, they made mistakes because there were those people that I invited them that have reported that these people, the police, they came and later they left. And immediately they left, the killers came and they killed the traditional rulers. So because of these things, you can see how the Nigerian state, the DSS, the police, how they are trying to rope in IPOB into their mess. This is the report from the PG in the, wait, let me see the report of the PG of the area where this at Njaba, where it happened. They have given their own report and the police also gave their own, which is far different from the reality on ground. Because what happened on ground was that the people, the police, they sent their people, their officers to the event, and they withdrew their officers. Immediately the officers were withdrawn, the killers came. So now you start to ask yourself, what really happened? So let me read this by Honorable Dr. Citizen Ikenna Samuel Siniwoha. He reveals who the unknown gunmen are, the people that came for the killing. And this is what he says: still on Njaba killing of traditional rulers by supposed unknown gunmen. This man said, I have written in condemnation, I have already written in condemnation of the coordinated killings going on in the Southeast, and especially the recent reported killing of innocent traditional rulers in Njaba local government area of Imo State. Nevertheless, after reading the report of the Imo State Police Command and the reply of the IMC chairman of Njaba local government area, Honorable Emeka Ihanacho, I have come to the conclusion that the supposed unknown gunmen killing people in Southeast geopolitical zone in Nigeria are clearly men of the Nigerian police force and the other security agencies. The summary of the report of the police on the Njaba killing is that they were not notified of the meeting at the council headquarters by the IMC chairman of Njaba local government, Honorable Emeka Ihanacho. But the council chairman, in his defense and reply, countered the report of the police by revealing clearly that the force was adequately notified of the meeting. According to him, the operation search and flush of the police posted at Njaba local government area came to the venue of the meeting that day on his invitation, but suddenly left the venue of the meeting less than 1 hour before the supposed unknown gunmen struck and killed the victims. Honorable Emeka Ihanacho further said he objected to their leaving when the police officers came to inform him of their withdrawal based on instruction from their boss, that is their commander, a development that triggered suspicion. With the reply of the council IMC chairman, it became obvious the police have been boxed to the corner. Shamelessly, the Imo State Police Command decided to do another report on the same incident. In its latest report, the Imo State Police Command, in a release signed by CSP Michael Abatam, State PPRO, shamelessly attempted to exonerate the command from their suspicious action. The police accused the IMC chairman of not informing it officially and in writing, while agreeing that the IMC chairman is the chief security officer of the LGA. Firstly, the police has not explained or defended the reason why their personnel who were drafted to protect the victims had to suddenly put out from the venue on the suspicious order from their commander. The question is, why was the order made and for what purpose? Why did the police come in the first place if they were not notified? Who ordered them to leave the venue less than 1 hour before the program's attack? Secondly, the IMC chairman Emeka Ihanacho have proved beyond doubt that he did his job as the chief security officer of the LGA by inviting the police, and they did report. Is the police hierarchy insisting that they withdrew their men who reported to the venue of the meeting because they were not informed? Is the duty of police no longer to protect lives and properties again? The officers that came, on whose authority did they come initially? And if there was indeed need to withdraw them, why didn't the so-called commander draw the attention of the chairman before doing so? So this goes on and goes on and goes on. A lot of reports, a lot of leads that points to the fact that what is going on in our land today in the Southeast is not IPOB. It is not ESN. It is not those that are agitating for freedom. It is not people that are peacefully asking for a better future for their children. It couldn't be. So what is going on in Nigeria is state-sponsored. There are two categories. The number one, the people that are looking for elections. Because if you check the history of elections and campaigns, as it usually comes every 4 years in Nigeria, at each time there is this period, you see killings of people, killings of political opponents. It happens every 4 years. That is the one part of it. The other part of it is the part that Dave Umahi and his other co-conspirators that are the slaves of the Fulanis in our land, they have mechanized their plan to create chaos, to create all these killings in order to cause disaffection among the people and the IPOB, so that the people will start hating the movement for their own freedom and start seeing the IPOB as a threat to their own peace. So this is what they are doing, and they are trying to play it out while some of us are aiding and helping them to push their narrative towards our own disadvantage. So these are the things that need our attention. We need to draw our attention to all these things and make sure that we understand exactly what is going on. Our land is under siege. The people that are behind our anguish, the people that are behind our sufferings, the people that are behind what we are passing through, they are not our ancestors. They are the politicians. Those people that sat and watched our land being taken over. Can you imagine that at the United Nations now, the only two representatives of Nigeria are Fulanis? So you come to Nigeria now, every military position, every security post is headed by the Fulanis. They are few, but they place themselves in strategic places so that they will keep on suppressing you till they take over your ancestral land. That is exactly what is happening. Some people will look at it, they say it's how do they say it again? You know, they say it's a propaganda. That's what they say. Propaganda. It's a propaganda. But this is the reality. Why are we sojourning abroad? Why are we going outside for greener pastures? Why is that? So these are the things that we must all understand. So I want to play this video from this our brother. I listened to this video, I shed tears because it has a lot to teach us.
First of all, my name's Prince Williams.
It has a lot to teach us.
But I go by my stage name, Don Prince, Sample Master. I am a Biafran musician and I hail from Onogba Nike. Nike is in Enugu State, and Enugu State is in Biafra land. So 3 days ago, being Wednesday, 1st November 2017, I was arrested on my way going to Nsukka, Enugu State. I was arrested by the Zoo Military Army alongside my sister. They double-crossed our vehicle and ordered me to come down. They searched our vehicle. After searching our vehicle, they ordered me to come down. I came down from the vehicle, and they started immediately beating me up. Uh, uh, so the driver was asking, "Oga, please, well, what is his offense?" They slapped the driver and ordered him to go. So the driver drive off. My sister came down from the vehicle. The driver drive off. They started beating us. After everything, they blindfolded me. They blindfolded me and my sister and took us to a non-destination where we spent the night. So the next day, they took us to Anambra. In that Anambra state, we met. They took us to a place where they said that is where Governor Willie Obiano is. I did not see Willie Obiano, but I saw a man that came out and they ordered them to put me inside a cell at his backyard. They they kept me there and my sister, and later on they brought me like about 3 hours time. They brought us out and took me in. The man was asking me, "Are you Don Prince?" I say yes. The man said, "Are you the one that sang Biafra Natago?" I said yes. The man said again, "Are you the man? Are you the one that sang Onye 12 foot on Awugwa?" I said yes. The man asked me what was my reason for singing that song. I said my reason is because we Igbos have been marginalized for so long, and the Hausa people are the one that is killing us, and the federal government is we are not gaining anything from federal government. They are maltreating the people of Igbo and the people of Biafra. So because of this, as a musician and where I come from, I represent the people of Biafra. So I decide to sing the song to stop the erection, to stop the election in Biafra land. You say, "Oh, so you want to stop my election?" I said, "Sorry, sir." He said, "So you don't want me to be in a position?" I said, "Not like that, sir." He slapped me, started beating me. After they beat me up, tortured me, like about they leave us to about some minutes, like 50 minutes later, they went in, brought a bag of just a huge of money. So they brought it and say, "See, Mr. Man, this is 30 million naira. I mean, this is 20 million naira. Go with this money and stop singing for Biafran. I want you to go to studio and re-sing that song. What you will sing is everybody should come and vote. Everybody should come and vote. Unless you want to lose your life. We see you as a young man, and we don't want to uh, 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 we don't want to lose you, or just he used Igbo language say anyị achọrọ m ka ị bụrụ onye oge west at this age. I say, "Okay, thank you, sir, but I am not after your money. I am after my generation and my children's children." He said, "Oh, what do you mean?" I told him that this money cannot buy the love I have for my nation, which is Biafra. So after everything, so let me just cut it off. Later, the man went in and brought out another money. I don't know, and I don't know the amount, actual amount inside the bag, but he was quoting, "This is 20 million naira" for the first time, and the second time he said, "This is 20 million naira again, which is 40 million, for me to stop singing, for me to go to studio and do it. That other musicians, he has been sponsoring other musicians and doing everything to help young artists. But for me, that saying that I should go and resing that song. I said, Oga, I cannot do it. You say you cannot do it. I say, yes, sir. He ordered the military men to take me away. They should go and arrest me. I started crying. Telling him, Oga, even if you kill me, you can never kill the restoration of Biafra. Biafra is an ideology, and there is no how you can stop the fire that is burning. So immediately, I don't know what come to my heart. I boldly told him that, Oga, I know even our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that he was arrested because of this Biafra restoration. He is a God sent. But even if you kill me, you cannot kill him. Even if you kill him, you cannot kill Biafra. So he slapped me, he gave me a dirty slap. I mean, he slapped me in a hot way. Oh my God. So after everything, the military took us away, and there we spent another night. They tried to kill me at night. They took us to a place and asked me to start running. I told him there is no how. If you want to kill me in my presence than to order me to be running. It is better you kill me while my eyes is open than killing me while running away like a criminal. I can't do it. So the man, the other soldier now asks the other one to go out, that he's going to deal with me. He used English, blocking, tell the young man, go. I will waste him. Just go. So let alone the man that the other one left, and he remained one military one. So the military man now came to me, and said, "See, look, my brother, I am an Igbo man." He now tell me his name. Ọsị nna, abụ m nwa dị ala, na o nwere otu ọ dị iwesi gị na nwanne gị nwaanyị. N'ihe mere kịta gbawa ọsọ, start learning. When you start learning, I will shoot at the air. If I shoot at the air, just shout, ah! So that they will think that I have killed you. Then you run for your life. I said, thank you. So he now shouted, why you run? Why you come on run? So I start running. So he now shoot, ta, 2 times. So I now shout, ah! Start running, and my sister the same thing. So I fell down that time that they shot at the air. I fell down because of the air. I can say because of the shot. So I fell down. So after everything, we are running to a place where we met a woman that helped us that early morning, like about 5:36 a.m. I was naked because they naked me. The woman was the one that enters inside and gave me his children's clothes. So I wore the clothes, and the clothes is what I wore. The woman gave us money that we enter motor. And now it took us to a nearby junction and stop vehicle. Ask the vehicle to take these people at Enugu. The woman said, "Nwam, ilukwe ikpom na phone ka mara na ilugo." I said, "Yes, ma." So the woman pretended as if to say she is my mother, so that the people in the car will not notice what is happening. So that was how it happens. But even the phone number of the woman that I collected from the woman, I later not know where I kept the phone number because immediately we entered the motor drop at Enugu at Old Park. So that was how I and my sister enters a cab to my place. So this is exactly what's happened. Let me just stop it. But I don't. But Nigerian military soldiers arresting me cannot stop the restoration of Biafra. Yes, of course, it can never stop the restoration of Biafra. So just think about that one is there first November. It's 3 days ago. One is day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yes, today is fourth. Huh? So just think about. So I'm thanking the Almighty God that I'm still alive. My sister, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I want to use this opportunity to thank my beloved sister, Chimobi Okafor, Waka Waka Ada Biafra. Something for you. Something for you, my sister. God bless you. Thank you. I love you so much. Because these are the people that made me to be alive today. Thank you for sharing it on media. Thank you for preaching the gospel of my release. I thank you so much. I want to use the opportunity to thank IPOB worldwide for their evangelism, for preaching the gospel of Biafra, for even believing in Biafra struggle. Because I know there is most people did not believe in Biafra struggle. And I want to thank our leader, MAZI wherever he is. I say, make Almighty God bless him. I want to thank all the lovers of freedom. I want to thank you all. I will never stop this battle, this fight of restoration of Biafra. I will never stop it. Biafra is our religion. Biafra is our identity. And I am proud to be a Biafran musician. And receiving some maltreatment and torturing from Nigeria government can never stop me from singing for my nation. So what I passed through can never stop me from singing for my nation. It can never stop me. Instead, now I am going to sing another song. So to tell the world that uh, what I'm passing through, what Biafrans are passing through, we are, in fact, Biafrans are suffering. We are suffering. So the prophecy I got last night, so the prophecy I got was when I came back yesterday, when I come back from the hands of those evil men, I was sleeping. So in my dream, it's like I started suffering the same thing I passed through from the hands of those evil men. I started seeing myself suffering. So, and later on, I was very surprised that not even not even the military that is chasing me. I saw I saw many people as I saw some people fighting of something that we don't know. Guys, I saw some people fighting a battle that we don't know. And in that my dream, I saw our leader MAZI appearing in a country in a country in a country of Benin. How will I put it? I saw our leader appearing in Israel. So as he appeared in Israel, everywhere started shaking with so surprise. He was playing in that my dream. So I now go to him and I ask him, Onyendu, biko, ọ gịnị ka ị chọrọ ka m mee? He now asked me, he now tell me that, Don Prince, my son, the only thing I need from you is stand with truth and stand in Biafra. Stand for your rights. Never you be afraid. Don't betray this cause. The Almighty God, the God of Biafra, Chukwu Okike Abiama, told me that you, Don Prince, is one of the 100 men that we need. So because of this, I started crying, sheerly tears. I now tell him, thank you, sir, for believing in me. I will never betray you. Instead of me to betray you, I rather die. And this is the covenant I have made within myself, that I will never betray our leader, MAZI. And I know that the zoo militaries are planning evil day by day to stop the restoration of Biafra, but they can never stop it. So, concerning the question you asked me on my dream, in my dream, I saw, after that our leader, I saw Biafra coming. And as I saw Biafra coming, I saw Nigerian military men killing innocent people. I saw Nigerian military personnel going after villagers, killing people in the village, massacring people. I saw governors supporting them. I saw youth dying. I saw villagers burning. I saw cars burning. I saw war. This war that I saw is exactly what I saw in 2013. This war that I saw is exactly the message that came to me 4 years ago, 2013. The same message appeared to me on that dream. That was last night. So it appeared to me that war is going to be happening. Biafrans is going to raise men. Biafra is going to raise men that they will be called Biafran soldiers. Is going to raise men, and those men, their aim is to protect the life and properties of Biafrans. So, and the same time I saw death coming. I saw people dying. In fact, what I saw in my dream, my sister, if I started today to be explaining, is very, very, how will I put it? Difficult to explain. And they, like what I told you, Waka Waka, like what I told Waka Waka now, like what I told her when she came in the morning. I was telling her that, hey, my sister, I dreamed, and my dream always comes true. Even if it did not come true this year, it may come true in 5 years or 7 years to come, or 3 years to come, or 4 years to come. But all I know is this dream must come true. I told him that I saw our leader appearing in Israel. And after that, I saw our leader arrested again. Our leader was arrested again. The country where our leader was arrested again is a small country, but African country. Just I saw our leader, he was arrested and was about to be killed. Later on, I saw him on that dream that they later took him to Buhari. They brought our leader to Nigeria. And when they brought him to Nigeria, they took him to prison again. So I was telling this to her She said, I told her that this is what will happen. Is it not what I told you? Eh? So just so look at that. It is going to be done, even if it is not this year, it will be next year, 2 years, 3 years to come. And after our leader was arrested, he was took to he was brought back to Nigeria, and after that, everywhere started shaking. The world was silent for some seconds and started shaking to the extent that everybody started supporting Biafra. I saw our leader coming from the prison again, appearing with a Biafran flag. I saw Biafra coming, rejoicing, the people of Biafra rejoicing. But never forget that bloodshed will be done in Biafra land, whether good or bad. People will start killing themselves, more especially those soldiers that we believe will start fighting against the evil ones. And another man, another group is going to be out. Those group that will be out will be those that will be, I mean, let me explain it. I'm sorry na asụsụ Igbo ịma na oyibo bịara abịa. Amachọrọ m oyibo na-afịa m arụ. So let me speak in the one you can understand. Group a bụ ndị na-aga ịpụta bụ ndị si n'ụlọ mkpọrọ pụta, ndị si n'ụlọ mkpọrọ pụta, ndị o megidere, ndị Nigeria gọọmenti megidere, ndị like ndị ka otu ga-esi kpọọ ya, ndị na-enweghị nne na nna, na ndị polisi kpọrọ ha n'ike. Ndị polisi akpọrọ ha mee ha arrest, so bo ha ebubo, ha tọcha afụfụ sọfacha from Nigeria gọọmenti, from prison, emechie wee lelize ha, ha gaza fọmụzia group fight was against police and army. So this is what I saw is going to be happen. Go and write it down. There are a group that is going to be out, and that group, their aim is to fight Nigerian military soldiers and military police, and their aim will be to kill any man on uniform. Write it down. My vision always come to pass. Just write it down. Today is 4th November, Saturday, 4th November, 2017. Go and mark my words. Waka waka, just write it down. Should in case of I die tomorrow, you just remember this my prophecy. Remember this is going to be done. Understand? But like I'm saying it may not be this year, but next year, 2 years to come. So yes, of course. The question you asked me before, like this number 3 question you asked me, I'm going to answer the question in a way that you understand it. Yes, they gave me the sum of 40 million naira, but I wasn't sure whether it's 40 million naira or what. Do you understand me? There is what they put from their mouth that this is 40 million, but for me, I'm not sure whether it's 40 million naira. The man said that this is 40 million naira. Go to studio and re-sing the song. I said over my dead body, I cannot do it. So I don't think I can do such thing. Nothing at all, nothing on this earth will stop me from singing for my nation. Our leader, Mazi Kanu, will not die. He will live. And any human being that wish Nnamdi Kanu death, the person will die. You understand? Our leader, Mazi Kanu, he will not die. He is the director. He is the leader. He is the one, the Moses of our time. So God chose him alone to restore Biafra. And He is going to restore Biafra. Just, just that people will die. Many will die. In this struggle, many people will die. You understand? Many people will die. But most Biafra will be restored. Biafra. But I will ask you, don't trust anybody. Do not trust anyone. Do not trust anyone. In this struggle, don't trust anyone. Those who are the first is going to be the last, and those who are the last is going to be the first. What I mean on this, like you, Waka Waka, I know that you are closer to our deputy leader, Mazuche Mofo. I know that you are closer to him and you are closer to uh, uh, so many of our leaders. But please, what I will tell you today is play for your life. What I saw is very dangerous. Play and be careful. I don't want you to eat anyhow. I don't want you to follow people anyhow. Those that you trust will be those that will kill you. Be careful. Please, be very careful. My brother, I thank you so much. Mazi Chika Austin. Sample for you, my brother. You are one in a million. I still believe in you. You people are the ones that that fight for my release. Because if not you as a journalist, uh, writing, publishing my arrest, and other people publishing it, I don't think we will be alive. I believe that we was we was released because Almighty Chukwu Okike Abiama want us to be alive to witness the restoration of Biafra. I'm a God sent, so no one is righteous. I am not righteous in the presence of God and in the presence of men, but I can swear for my life that any day in my life that I plan evil against my fellow principal officer of IPOB, let me die and let my generation perish. Mark my words today. You understand? This these words that I said, go and write it down. Today is Saturday, right? Write it down. Today is 4th November 2017. If I ever in my life betray the restoration of Biafra, let me die. Let my generation be wiped out. I will never do it. See, if I want, if that I will betray this cause, I could have corrected the sum of money given to me by Joe Ibokwe to stop singing for my for Biafra. Waka Waka, you can bear me witness. If that I will betray this cause, I will collect the money. You understand? But the money is nonsense to me. The money is nothing. What I want is not money. What I want is good name. Good name is better than silver and gold. I don't want to be in any post in IPOB, and I can never be in any post in IPOB. God forbid. Instead of me to be in any post in IPOB, I rather die. Brother, this thing I'm telling you, just mark it down. I rather die than to be in any post in IPOB. I'm just a somebody, a musician, and that is all I will be forever. That is all I will be forever. Just a musician. And not that if tomorrow, remember my words, capture this word. If tomorrow that God says, Don Prince, this is a position that I want you to occupy in IPOB, I will say, look, I don't have any choice but to obey the wish of God. Or if tomorrow our leader Mazi Namondekano call me, Don Prince, sir, I want you to help me on this side to occupy this position so that Biafra will be restored. Listen, immediately I will do it, because the only man I respected and I will continue to respect the death is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The only man, the only truthful man in this generation that I will continue to respect. After God, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the second. You understand? After God, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the second, no other person. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is my God, is my father. As far as I'm concerned, he is my God. And my God, he will be. So, nothing will stop me from singing for my nation, Biafra. Nothing. Yes, it's true, but you know, excuse me, you know, in some cases, like that, the many people will be saying all sorts of things. Like many may not even believe that I was arrested, but I don't want to know. The same thing, go and write it. Those that did not believe for my arrest, there are the saboteurs, evil people that we have in this struggle. Even if you die, they will never believe that you die. Even if you die and believe, they will never believe that you die and believe. Or unless they brought your coffee, put it matches, and burn you to ashes. Then they will now say, yes, Don Prince have died. So I am not after those that is saying something against the restoration of Biafra. I am not after those that is saying that is gossiping against my arrest. I am only after Nigeria government that is maltreating the people of Biafra. So everybody have mouth to say whatever they want, and I don't want to know. And there, even gossiping cannot stop me from singing. That is number one. It can't stop me from singing. I have told Waka Waka when she was asking me, I told her that that people gossiping can never stop me from singing. It can never stop the restoration of Biafra to come. It can never stop our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But the best friend of Nnamdi Kanu is going to betray Nnamdi Kanu. Mark, this is a prophecy that came to my face right now. The best friend of Nnamdi Kanu is going to betray Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The only person that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu trusted is going to betray him. So it's better that he forge ahead. Even when it happens, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should not be afraid. He should continue. All we know is Biafra is going to be restored in our own time. There is no two ways about it. Biafra is going to be restored. So that is all I can say. And again, you say the advice, okay, my advice to Biafrans all over the world and my advice to my fellow Biafran musicians is this. Singing for your nation, Biafra, is the most important thing that you need to you need to be doing. Yeah, you know, when the South Africans, I asked a man, say, where was the South Africans when the apartheid was over? I mean, South Africans suffered this, but later they are rejoicing. Nelson Mandela suffered. May his soul rest in perfect peace. But the same thing is going to happen. Biafra is going to be restored. So, Biafrans, I'm pleading to everyone to start singing for your nation. Start the our co. Okay, start singing for your nation. Start singing for Biafra. Start using the name of Biafra to sing. Flavor, Fino, all the Biafran musicians that is promoting Nigeria government. It is time you come together to sing for your nation.
All right. Yes, this is the prophecy, you know, because some of us we don't even understand what a prophecy is. We don't even know who a prophet is. That is the problem that we are having in Nigeria today, because so many people they confuse the fraudsters with prophecies, with prophets, because a prophet is not even in the church. The one that hears and conveys the message from the Almighty, you may not know. It could be anybody. So if you listen to what this our brother have said, this is something that he said in 2017. You know, that time, that was the period that the Nigerian military invaded Afaruku Ibeku, killed more than 28 people when they wanted to kill our leader. So this period, this our brother was saying this thing. Nobody knows where our leader is. So he made the prophecy that he appeared in Israel, and it happened. That is how it happened. And the sister that was interviewing him, Waka Waka, all of us, we know her. And she died. She was killed also by poisoning. Who knows who poisoned her? You know, so it is what this our brother says on his prophecy, and a lot of things, all of them came to pass till today. All of us we know it. So why I want to touch on this is because it is something that is spiritual. That is why we say when we are talking about Biafra, Biafra is not ordinary. The spirit in Biafra is what propels us. Some of us, we have not been we don't know how to make videos before, but we are pushed to do it because of the spirit in Biafra. So it is good for us to stand on what we believe in and make sure that we do something to see that we realize it. We cannot just sit down and wait for others to do the job for us. All of us, we have a role to play. Everybody has a contribution to make to see that we liberate ourselves from what we are passing through. Our condition in Nigeria is unacceptable. We have tolerated it so long, for so long. So we must do something now and make sure that we follow the directives of our leadership in IPOB to see that our leader is released unconditionally, because our leader haven't committed any crime. So in IPOB, through the leadership of IPOB, we have also initiated a lot of moves that will lead to the freedom of our leader and equally the freedom of the people of Biafra entirely, by restoring our nation of Biafra. So that is the reason why everybody have to contribute. We are fighting a monster. We are fighting, our enemies are too numerous. They have resources, whereas we on ourselves, we have nothing. Only posterity that is pushing us, only the blood of our people that have been shed that is revenging. That is why you see us making progress. We have taken Nigeria to the Africa Commission, to decide on self-determination, which is a treaty that Nigeria signed and domesticated on their local laws. We have taken the Nigerian state to so many competent courts whereby the litigations are ongoing. Therefore, all these things need the support of every Biafran all over the world. It is not only for IPOB, because our lives is in danger. The lives of each and every one of us is in danger. Even as you are living abroad, when you travel, whether you are an IPOB member or not, what can happen to an IPOB member in Nigeria can also happen to you. So that is the reason why we are asking our people. We are not appealing to you. We are not a priority. If we are reasonable enough, we should take this issue as as our number one problem in life, because we must exist before we make the money that we are looking for. Selfishness can never help us to build our nation. Rather, our collective effort, our collective emancipation is within our own fingertips. If all of us come to the reality that Nigeria is not for us, that is when all of us will have to pull our strength together, both the finance and anything that is humanly possible. We will all do it to see that we are free. We have everything within our power. We have the internet. Because our generation now, we are blessed to have all these facilities, and we are blessed to be in countries whereby there are uninterrupted electricity generation. So we should utilize all this opportunity to make sure that we sensitize our people. We bring the knowledge of what our society should be. Not when after going through the Nigerian university, when you come out with nothing. You come out worse than when you enrolled. So these are what we want to change. Because if you go to our land, there is flooding due to the city. There is no plan for our cities. Why? Because our cities, our communities, we are left to deteriorate, because it is a plan to see that our people do not taste good things in life. So this is what we want to change, as we have engaged the services of our international lawyers, and they are making the right moves towards the right direction through the liberation of our people. Some people say that international community are not doing anything. International community will not jump in to do something when we ourselves, we have not done our own part of the responsibility. You must say, I am here, before people will listen to you. Not when you don't do anything, you expect the international community to jump in to come and do it for you. So that is the reason why wherever you are, you join the IPOB family and make your contribution toward the restoration of Biafra. Because without the restoration of Biafra, you and I, we are at lost. Without the restoration of Biafra, our land will be taken over and overrun by these terrorists that are marauding. Most of them are inside our bushes and the farmlands as we speak. And that is what led to the formation of the Eastern Security Network, the ESN. And this ESN, they need your help. They need your assistance. They need your contribution toward their sustenance, because they are there for you and I. You and I, we are here enjoying electricity, enjoying air condition, but our people, they are inside the bushes, they are inside the forest, seeing to it that these terrorists that are bent on taking over our land do not succeed. Therefore, wherever you are, you should join the IPOB family wherever you are to contribute toward the sustenance of ESN. That is what we all must do, because the challenges are enormous, and we must push to it towards its logical conclusion. So that is the message that we have for us today. So before I'll go, I would like us to see what our lawyer says concerning the issue. So
wonderful welcome. First, I'd like to send my greetings to all the people of Nigeria. I've been treated with unexcelled hospitality and generosity. So I want to express those sentiments to feel welcomed from the United States. Before I arrived in Abuja, I spent some time in Geneva, where there's a working group on arbitrary detention. It's a 5-member group that's a unit of the United Nations Human Rights Council, and it entertains applications on behalf of persons who have been arbitrarily detained under international law. I submitted an urgent action application on behalf of Nnamdi Kanu, identifying all of the elements of arbitrariness in his current detention, including, for example, his denial of access to counsel, which is triggered the moment he is detained. And so you all have heard from Ejiofor that he was denied counsel even when he was first brought into court. But that's not the only denial of detention rights. It seems quite clear, based upon the history of his detention and the struggle for Biafrans through peaceful means to secure a separate sovereignty, that he was singled out because of his ethnicity, his membership in the Biafran community, which is a discrimination prohibited specifically under international law and indeed also under the Nigerian constitution. If you read the counts in the complaint, now 7, they come at the 11th hour, which is quite irregular. Ordinarily, you accuse someone before a few days before a trial. They consist of activities that are commonplace for all sorts of Nigerians. And why is Nnamdi Kanu the only one charged with such extravagant crimes as treason, levying war against Nigeria? But in addition to those violations of international law, the fact that he was kidnapped, he was tortured, he was extraordinarily renditioned to Nigeria without any due process of law is also illustrative of the arbitrariness of his detention. And you can think of the irregularity by contemplating the following. At the time that he was delivered from Kenya to Nigeria, he had not even been charged with 4 of the 7 counts that are now laid against him, that were not advanced and articulated until last week. He couldn't possibly have been extradited even for legal means. Under the urgent action process in the working group, the Nigerian foreign minister was immediately notified of the allegations in our complaint. In an ordinary case, there's 60-day response time, but because there's a jeopardy to Nnamdi Kanu's health, including the lack of access to professional medical care, it's on a fast track. If the foreign minister responds, and at present he is not, then I will be permitted an opportunity to answer. But the working group is endowed with authority to make final definitive pronouncements on international law. And the Nigerian government is a signatory to the critical documents, the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights.
Yes. So this is what I'm saying, that a lot of things, a lot of steps are being taken to see that this journey to the freedom of the Biafran people is concluded. You know, it is not an easy task. Some people thought that it is impossible. It is not impossible. Even the Soviet Union, with all the nuclear weapons that they had, they disintegrated. And or even Ethiopia, that supported Nigeria to separate Biafra during the 1967 to 1970 because of their fear that if they supported the breakaway Biafra, it will affect Eritrea and other regions in Ethiopia that were seeking to break away. So, but today you have Eritrea as an independent nation, South Sudan. So all these blackmails will not help. What will help is to conduct a referendum for the people to decide what they want. Because it is very, very wrong for Nigerians to be forced under the barrel of the gun to be part of Nigeria. That is what is leading to all the chaos and insecurity that we see in Nigeria today. The value system that is playing out in Nigeria are so divergent that they do not, it is impossible for the people to agree on one thing, because naturally we are ethnic in nature. Even in Europe, they are ethnic in nature too. That is the reason why in Europe you see nations in Europe were made up by natural occurrences, or they emanate organically, or they merge together in agreement to form a nation. But in Nigeria and in Africa as a whole, nations are called ethnicities, and they are jammed and lumped together without recourse to their differences in their beliefs, without recourse to their differences in their value systems. We continue to indulge and protect, to defend the colonial boundaries that were handed over to us. These colonial boundaries, which were decided in Berlin, what they call the Berlin Conference in 1884, 1885. No African was in attendance at that meeting. No African was consulted before this partition was done. And today, that partition is still maintained. And when you want to break away from such, they will tell you that the territorial integrity of the country is not negotiable. Whereas you ask yourself, who made that territorial integrity? Who agreed that my ancestral land is part of your territorial integrity that is non-negotiable? So these are the problems that we face. So these people that sat in Berlin to partition Africa are still reaping the benefits of that partition till today. That is the reason why you see the level of killing, the carnage going on in Nigeria. The Nigerian state sponsoring the daily killings, the genocide, the occupation of ancestral lands of indigenous people in Nigeria that were forced into that union. You see all this thing going on. Nobody says anything. You see other countries still transacting with Nigeria, having diplomatic relations, exchanging things. You go to Nigeria today, you see the the British High Commissioner is almost the president of Nigeria. She's always everywhere. Wherever they are doing anything, political issues in Nigeria, she's always there, as if she is the president of Nigeria. We are in a second phase of slavery. That is what it is. And the enablers in our land, the people that we call politicians, are the people that is aiding this colonial mindset to be spread and continue to spread with ignorance on our people, whereby we suffer on a daily basis, whereby we do not have anything to show for this one Nigeria that they are forcing us into. So this is the reason why all of us, we must stand up and fight for our freedom by ourselves. As long as you are not comfortable with the system that you are seeing in Nigeria, because any sane person knows that Nigeria is not working. Nigeria will never work, and Nigeria has never worked before. So this is my message to you today. Thank you for joining me this early morning. And I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama bless you all and bless us, Biafrans, and restore our land and free our leader as quickly as possible. He say,